Hey there, beautiful people. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 4:15 here. Very peaceful and quiet. The Azan is going on right now. Very nice. I love that Azan at this hour. Very peaceful and night time. Everybody's sleeping. People wake up to pray. Very nice weather outside. A little bit warm, a little bit humid, but maybe it will rain. Okay, so I am doing two reviews today. One is Polo Red. Which one is done? Please check that out. This basically this classic fragrance. Finally have it and then I reviewed it. Check it out. And the second fragrance we're going to be doing is Imaginary Authors. This is an indie house. I keep saying it. I'm not quite sure. Designer, niche or indie, either one. But Josh Mayer, I told you how much I admire his work. I don't own anything from him yet, but I luckily reviewed quite a lot of fragrances. I think 9 or 11, quite a lot of fragrances from his house, and I want to review everything. I just want to tell you before I start the review, I want to review everything from this guy's house. The reason being, I think Josh Mayer is a very interesting guy. He basically, I'll compare him little bit with that House of Zoologist. I found comparatively, like two houses, price range wise, character wise, even being humble for being such a big house owner and such a creative mind. Josh Mayer is absolute legend. Him, Happy Land Studios, EJ Wells. You see our dear brothers. Like everybody. When I review someone's creation, I really feel it takes a big heart, not just being owner of a big boutique, to create something great and be down to earth and be reachable, approachable. Francesca Bianchi and Josh Mayer, absolute two guys I really love. Okay, so I want to review today Imaginary Authors, Decisions, and big thanks to Fragrance BD for sending me the sample while I bought some fragrances. They gave me samples. I have something very interesting coming up from House of Bortnikov. I have 5 samples, okay? These are big fragrances. I am scared of them. I'm testing them separately. So I'll review them perhaps tomorrow, 1 or 2. But those are also Fragrance BD. Thanks so much, Panto Bhai and Shubho Bhai, for taking so much trouble. These basically means a lot in my journey, like when I can review. This is a lot of juice in there, very nice juice color. The bottles, they all look the same. It comes in a shape of book, and inside used to be like a sample with that bottle. I don't know if they're still giving it, but decisions, let's talk about this. This story, I read it, I did not get it. It's based on something very high thought sort of thing. So I'm like, I don't want to cross my limit of my intelligence. I burn some brain cells because I'm not that smart. I like to work at the minimal, somewhere in the middle. I don't want to work at maximum capacity. But I'm going to tell you how this one smells, okay? And I did tell you Bull's Blood. I reviewed that. I said how much I have respect for Josh Mayer. I don't know, this guy, whew, beautiful dude. So this one, many reviews on Fragrantica I read, and I was smiling, like I sprayed it on my hand. I knew this is not gonna get the most positive reaction from people, because people like to use something approachable, not something very creative or something very daring. People don't have the time for it. This fragrance, you need time. This house, you need time to wear and understand their fragrance. That's what I felt. First time I sprayed this, I thought amber. First thing that came to my mind without looking at notes breakdown, amber. That's the first note enlisted on Fragrantica. I'm like, yes, for a for like a like regular average Joe, you can guess the notes. It feels good, but guess what happened? This fragrance didn't want to leave my skin. I put this on, I watched a game, and then I fell asleep. It's been about like 7 or 8 hours. I woke up, I smell it, it's still there. Far dry down obviously, but longevity is massive. 10 out of 10 for longevity. So 50 ml bottle, you want to pay around $100. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but are you paying for quality? Yeah, for the longevity issue, amazing. 10 out of 10 for longevity. So now coming to the smell. When you spray this for the first time, I'm not gonna spray it again because it's very strong. It's little bit challenging, okay? I like it a lot because I know this kind of perfumes. I know his house and I have seen his creation, so I can relate. This fragrance is very beautiful and something like a book you want to study and read and study. I think this will be good for winter. There's supposedly a floral note mixes with amber and then some other notes. It's a floral, tuberose, amber, and I think there's some other notes, like I forgot the notes, like what was the dry down, I forgot. Anyway, so it's basically like a complex, deep, dark perfume, but I really got the amber at the first blast, and then I also got a little bit of leather. It's kind of like those saddles of a horse, and I can smell that sort of like a leather. It also reminds me of a little bit of Mugler's Humanity. Has this nice sort of fig, milky fig, kind of very sweet and a little bit fermented sort of fig juice. That's what it reminds me of, kind of like a milky fig. So I got from this amber, milky fig leather, and then some florals, but the florals are not dominant, at least in my on my skin. It's very masculine. It's a unisex perfume, but it's very masculine. It's very powerful. I really think Josh Mayer's fragrances, you know, if you smell any of his creation, you may not like a perfume, but you're never gonna feel like bored or all. Maybe couple, you know, like I remember reviewing one or two. They were kind of similar to Baccarat Rouge-ish or one other perfume, but most of his fragrances are very unique. But every single fragrance, you know, like you smell, you're like, interesting. So this will pique your interest. You know, I would highly suggest for you to get a sample pack and just see what he makes and the names, the concept, and how he actually delivers. So I think that is impressive. This is genuine masterclass. Okay, so another brother that comes to my mind is Mridul Chopra bhai from India. Many people do not know him, but outside India and our country, but if you knew this guy, he's also equally genius, like E.J. Wells, Josh Mayer, Mridul bhai. I think these people are equally talented master creators. Okay, the way they make their fragrance, unbelievable. So this perfume right here, it's a beast. It has those nice amber note, and I think the amber is very beautiful and it's very, very beautiful. It's a little bit, there's a green and there's this little bit, when I smell it right from the atomizer, man, it smells like spicy, little bit spicy amber, but doesn't remind me of Grand Soir. So it's kind of like a grassy, there's a green, grassy, peppery feel that is undertone of this perfume. I feel like it. Really lovely, guys. If you like Tom Ford Noir Anthracite, this one is not as daring, but you can try. Man, such a beautiful fragrance. I really feel, I could be totally wrong about the nose breakdown, but I do get a lot of this leather smell. It's very much not Fahrenheit like petroleum, but it leans towards that way. So it's a very strong statement. Cold weather times, imagine being in Japan, the winter snow, this will cut through the snow. You know, it will easily cut through the snow. So all these things, I think this makes a very, very great fragrance, and the composition is great, and his fixative that he used is very good, very long lasting. And I would say, and I mentioned kind of zoologists, I don't want to compare them side by side because I do not feel the same about both houses. Okay, zoologist fragrances are very expensive for what they are, 60 ml for what they are. It's supreme expensive. Then kind of like the reactions that I got, and you know, you are good, no doubt, but if Josh Mayer, better. You know, I'm just gonna compare them side by side because you see creator, you know, he's a nice guy and you can connect with him, not sarcastic way. I don't like sarcastic people that much. This guy I like. Okay, I really wish I can review all his fragrances. Absolute beautiful house, absolutely nice guy, and absolute nice creation. This fragrance I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Okay, for what it is, performance is 10. But is this the best that I smell from this house? No, I like City on Fire, Slow Explosions. I like a lot of his creation, but this is right up there in top 5. Make no mistake. Okay, so decisions. Thank you very much for watching. Very beautiful juice color. Thank you, Shubhabai, and thank you so much, Josh Mayer, for creating beautiful fragrances once again. I'll see you soon, and it has been a privilege. See you soon. Bye bye.